This is Steve from Well Professor. Today, just want to give you a quick run through some of the information that you get from the Dreem app. Now, every so often, every sort of couple of weeks or so, you'll end up getting a sleep report. This is a tremendous piece of information that just compares how your sort of previous week or couple of weeks worth of sleep was to how you are now. And it just gives a lot of information about how you're sort of progressing with your sleep and things like that. And I just wanted to give you a quick run through just to show you what sort of information it holds. So if we have a look at the app, what we come up with is my sleep report just at the top of the page just here. So if we just click into this sleep report, you get this this comes up here. Now this will tell me sort of when and say this was from the last sort of 7 days, this sleep report. So if I just scroll down along here, what we've got, it tells me, say, the last sort of 14 nights, how long I've been using the Dreem for and things like that. And then it gives me these the percentage of rituals that I've been using. Now the rituals are a series of little hints and tips and things like that that help you get to sleep and improve your sleep and things like that. So obviously I've not been following those too much, I have to say, but yeah, they can be very, very helpful for whoever needs them. Now if I scroll down here, it gives me this little infogram of my typical night's sleep. So it gives me a comparison of the average of the last 7 days to the previous 7 days, and that really gives a good little sort of oversight of how your sort of sleep can change over time, or how consistent it is, what sort of parts you're sort of better at and some bits that you may not be better at. So yeah, it just gives that nice little sort of comparison one over the other there. So if I scroll down here, the information under here is basically just a simplified version of what the infogram's showing you. So we have our sort of sleep onset duration, and so it's 13 minutes, so I seem to be better this week than I was the previous week. Sleep duration, reasonable. Position change, pretty much exactly the same there. And as we scroll down, heart rate, respiration, seems about exactly the same. I was awake for less time, which seems good. And then it comes down to the different stages of sleep. So you've got your light sleep, your deep sleep, your REM sleep, and it just gives you a nice comparison between the two. So it looks like on this that my deep sleep was improving, which can only be a good thing. So if we scroll further on down, this is my sleep schedule. So the information that you get on the app on those individual cards during the per day, this just gives a nice little sort of representation of that information. So as we look across the bar here, and it will then correspond to the sort of different colours down at the bottom to represent the deep sleep, REM sleep, light sleep, or when I'm awake. So it just gives you a little bit of information on what sort of stages throughout the night that you were in these sort of stages of sleep, and potentially how consistent per day that you were for those stages of sleep. Now, if I continue scrolling down, we have this number of stimulations. These are the stimulations from the headset that keep me within a sort of nice deep sleep. And as you can see here, it's showing from the last 7 nights, I've got 293 stimulations. And as we scroll down, it then gives me my sort of sleep efficiency. So 95% sleep efficiency, and as it says, that's pretty good. So anything over 90% is considered pretty good. And again, I think the sort of stimulations are sort of helping with that as well. And again, just continue scrolling down, and it gives a bit more information, and then a few little hints and tips at the bottom of what potentially can help improve overall sleep and things like that. So that is the information on the Dreem app. This is the sleep report that you get every so often. As I said, there's loads of information in there, and I think it's incredibly useful information as well. And so yeah, it's always worth having a sort of a look through it. I tend to find it very, very interesting, I have to say, to see how my sleep's changing and what happens from day to day and week to week. And yeah, it's a really good little thing to come through every so often, and so you can track your progress much more effectively. So that's the Dreem 2's app. As always, please go visit our website at wellprof.co.uk. There's loads more information on there. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks very much. Bye bye now.